Hello and welcome to MarathonJourney.com v6.07, where I use the Jeff Galloway run, walk, run marathon training method to get in our last long run before the Avengers Half Marathon coming up in a couple of weeks. And we had some pretty decent weather for it. We had an overnight low that was not horrible, not bad. We had 51 degrees for our low of our run today. And when we finished, kind of on and off between the clouds, 69 degrees was the high when the sun was out. So a little warm at the end, but not bad. 14.1 something, 14.2 miles today, getting ready for that half marathon coming up in a couple of weeks. And I cannot overstress the difference between running up to your finishing distance and running past your finish distance. If you train, that's why the half marathon feels so wonderful, because when you train up for full marathons, you come back to the half marathon, it's like, this is cool because we've run 26, now we're just running half of that. When you're coming up to any of those, if you say, well, you know, I just got to get in 10 miles. If I get in 10 miles, I'll make 13, or I'll make 12, and then I'll make 13 at the finish. Run 14, run 15. That way, when you get to the finish, you get to those last miles especially, and you know how on a long run, those last few miles just are drudgery. It's worse in a race. Your fatigue is compounded in a race. So if you can run past those miles and then come back and run a shorter distance in your race, it's going to not only make you feel better, but it's going to make you faster, because the fatigue isn't going to set in. And mentally, it's a great thing, because your brain says, oh, I've already run more than this. I can run this no problem. So those are all things to keep into account. And that's why in the Jeff Galloway program, you'll see quite frequently when it shows overrunning your race distance, because when it comes back to the race, it feels so much better and you perform so much better. So over 14 for a 13.11, perfect. Great day. We did a loop out to the spillway and back, and then everybody changed water bottles and we went down the river and back. So just a wonderful day, and the cloud cover held out, and couldn't have really asked for a lot better than that. And we have 2 weeks now. Next week we're doing back-to-back 5 miles, and then we taper, and then we'll be heading down to Disneyland for Avengers. Hope to see you there. But we're never going to see you anywhere unless you open up that door, put one foot in front of the other. And if you do that, I'll be seeing you out here on the road.